Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is the Hawk Vlog number 5, and what is up, my fellow Twitch viewers as well as Twitch streamers. I love you guys to death, and it's good to be back to, or it was fun to come back to streaming. Last Sunday it was. Right now it is technically Saturday, and I just got off work a few hours ago. It's technically the 22nd, and I'm going to be working tomorrow or today as well. But just want to give you guys a little update video, and I'm going to tweet this out. Hopefully, you guys check it out so you can kind of keep up to up to date on what's going on with me. I like to make videos and post them to this. This will be a relatively short video. Probably going to shoot for about 15 minutes starting now. Timer's going. But this is Elite Dangerous, obviously. If you've watched any of my other videos with this, you'll already know and be familiar with this game if you've seen anything on it online. They just came out with beta 3.9. This is actually 3.91 currently, because that just released today. There were some fixes that they did, which is really cool. But this video is primarily going to be an update for you guys, my Twitch viewers, as well as anybody that watches, stumbles upon these videos and is curious about, the different things that I'm going to be getting into. But this is primarily for you, for my fellow Twitch viewers that enjoyed my stream last weekend. Like I said, I really enjoyed coming back. I just want to kind of give you a rundown of how things are going to progress from here, just so you guys know. Before we get into that, I don't really, I wouldn't say I don't say it much, but it's very hard to express to my viewers how much I appreciate the viewership in general. Outside of everything else, it's really, really humbling to be a part of a gaming community and a particular community on Twitch and just on the internet in general. And I think anybody can relate to that, because we have this ability with the internet to connect with each other. And I've said this before in one of my previous Hawk Vlog videos, but we have this ability with the internet to connect with each other from anywhere in the world, and I think that's really cool. I think I said something about this on my last stream too. And I've never really, I don't think it's very possible for me to fully express to you, my viewers, how much I enjoy having you guys, be around when I stream anything. I mean, that's just humbling beyond belief. I mean, viewer count, it doesn't even really matter. But when you see the viewer count get up to certain numbers, it's just like, wow, it's really, really cool to see this many people come together for one particular thing. And so I guess I just want to throw that out there so you guys know that as well. This is kind of like just a general shout out and a appreciation to all you guys. Being, on a completely sincere level too. Like I said, it's impossible, I guess, just verbally to really express that. But just so you guys know, that appreciation is very much there. With that being said, just to give you guys an update on how things are going to progress going forward, I'm just going to go ahead and cruise, because apparently right now jump drive doesn't work. I'm pressing the J button and it's not working even in the slightest. So guess we'll just not use jump drive. Not really sure why that is. Let's find out in the options menu what's going on with that. But the way things are going to progress here, let's go down here, is as you saw, I speed ran Final Fantasy, or attempted to do a speed run of Final Fantasy X last weekend, to the detriment of the fact that my game crashed on it crashed, I think, even before, what was I? was like 2 hours in. Crashed sometime before I actually made it to Luca, I think. Let's see here. Let's go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Flight miscellaneous, engine boost. This will engage the FSD to perform a hyperspace jump to the currently targeted system or follow a scanned higher energy wake. Enable. There you go. Oh, that's really, really wonky. I don't like that. Now, basically, Super Cruise and hyperspace are two different things. So then, There we go. I guess we'll just do that. Okay. So I'll key it into my my joystick. So we'll try that. Yeah, there we go. That works. Cool. So we'll jump into Super Cruise here. Going back to the stream and to the the future of the stream and future of my YouTube videos and stuff. I want to focus on my stream, as I've mentioned on many different occasions. I've mentioned this a lot. Anybody that has seen more than one of my streams probably has at one point heard me, at least mention how long of a game Final Fantasy is to speedrun. Just about any Final Fantasy game. And in particular, Final Fantasy X is a 10-hour speedrun. Go figure. It's very long, and it's very, very difficult to commit time to speedrun that. So this is not me saying that I'm not going to speedrun it anymore. By all means, you guys know me. I always come back to it, and I always speedrun. I always want to speedrun it too. It's just how speedrunning works. You start speedrunning a game, and then you get really good at it, and you want to get better. That's just how it works. But with that being said, my intention here in the coming months is to add some extra content to my stream so that I can come back on a weekend, or say it's a particular weekend where I just don't have time to speedrun a whole Final Fantasy X stream, so I can come back and do something different that's still entertaining and still somewhat interesting to watch, other than just straight up casual gaming. Because from a Twitch perspective, casual gaming isn't really that entertaining to watch. Not always, at least. It really just depends, honestly. It depends on what you're doing and how you're interacting and managing it. I mean, some people can pull it off, some people can't. But on the note, I guess I like to push myself when I'm playing video games. It's just naturally how I am as a person. So whether I'm speedrunning it or I'm playing it off stream, usually I'm doing something to challenge myself in some way in the video game that I'm playing. So with that being said, I'm going to be introducing some new content as far as speedrun and some new content to the channel. Some of the new content outside of speedrunning is going to include me playing certain games on the hardest difficulty settings, or with very difficult limitations, something to challenge myself and to get my brain thinking. Because there's speed gaming and then there's challenge gaming, and this is a very it's a very, very different approach to video gaming, to doing anything really. It's like the difference between doing an obstacle course and running in a straight line very, very quickly. We gotta get out of here. We do not want to get interdicted. This basically, for those of you who don't know, this means somebody's trying to pull me out of Super Cruise, and I'm not going to let them do that. But speed gaming and challenge gaming is different because they use different parts of your brain. One uses the part of your brain where it discovers patterns, or not really patterns, but you have a full map, you map out the game, and then you run it that exact way as quickly as possible. Challenge gaming on the hardest difficulty, or putting limitations on yourself, forces you to think about other things and calculate different variables, which you have to do in speed gaming as well, don't get me wrong, but you have to do it a lot more when you impose different limitations and, I guess, play the games on harder difficulty settings, because naturally the game is just harder, etc. So I want to explore and utilize both of those sides of my brain. And to do that, I'm going to be introducing some more challenging, challenge content to my channel. So these are going to include things like, for example, playing Dragon Age Origins on the hardest difficulty setting, which I believe is Nightmare. I might get my hands on Inquisition and play it on Nightmare. I probably will. I will probably pick up Thief and impose every limitation you can possibly impose on yourself in that game for pure 100% stealth, and try to run it as quickly as possible. I will be uploading videos of Metal Gear Solid on 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the hardest difficulty settings as well, as I learn them over time. And the speed gaming perspective, I will be playing and speed running Metal Gear Solid as well. The reason I want to do this is for two things. I know that not everybody that is a follower of my channel or watches my Final Fantasy X speedruns, so to speak. I know that everybody that follows those speedruns will enjoy Metal Gear Solid, because it's an entirely different game. It's a totally different genre. I think somebody just tried to interdict me right there, too. It's kind of weird. But, I enjoy the Metal Gear Solid games, just period. Anybody that has seen more than one of my videos will know. This video is running quite over 10 minutes. We're at about 10 minutes right now. So this might be about a 15-20 minute video, give or take. Anybody that has ever seen more than even one of my streams has probably at one point heard me say that Metal Gear Solid is my favorite gaming franchise. If I had to pick any gaming franchise to play for the rest of my life on a desert island, it would be Metal Gear Solid. If you've been in my Twitch stream channel on more than one occasion, you probably at some point heard me say that. I really love that gaming series. I just do. It's been my jam since I was about 12 years old, maybe, was it? 12 or 11 years old when I first played the game. Probably way too young to play a game of that nature. You know, I really love the series, and I want to pay homage, I guess you would say, and respect to it, because I do love the series that much. So because of that desire, I want to speedrun it. I want to learn the game on the hardest difficulty settings, and I want to get good at it, and just learn more about it. That will benefit me in a lot of ways, and it will actually benefit you guys in a lot of ways too. And those ways are very simple, and I'll explain them, and they're probably very obvious too. The most obvious and standout reason is that they are much shorter games to speedrun from a speedrunning perspective. They're like less than 2 hours, I think, for just about each game. Every single one of those games is less than 2 hours inside of a speedrun. For me, my first initial attempts will probably be a lot longer than that, but yeah, they're very, very much less than 2 hour games in terms of speedrunning content. So this will be very, very good because it will mean that even on a weekend where I have a lot of stuff piled in, like let's say I have a lot of family endeavors that I gotta jump into, there's more than one movie coming out, or even one movie that I have to see, this will mean that I will still be able to come and do some speedruns for you guys on these weekends that are jam-packed, because I'll be, you know, heck, I can get on and stream for a couple hours, for like 2, 3, 4 hours. That's not bad. 10-hour streams, there's a lot of commitment to that, and it's not a commitment that I don't like either. I love being able to sit down and stream for 10 hours a day, and honestly, for the most part, if I have the opportunity to stream that long in a day, I will be streaming Final Fantasy X. You've heard me mention on more than one occasion on my stream that I've needed more than one title to stream so that I have more content, I guess you would say. Because to me, streaming the same thing, the only streaming one thing on your channel, I don't know. To me, that's kind of uninteresting, unless you're just happen to be very good at it and it happens to have a lot of variables to it. But there's only so many variables with Final Fantasy X, even though there's a lot of variables too at that. But that's funny, we're just kind of cruising around here, we might just run out of fuel. But I'm very much, and you guys know that for a long time I've mentioned that I'm very much in need of shorter games to stream, as far as speedrunning content goes. I want more content to put into my YouTube channels as well, so it'll be fun to upload some challenging videos to my YouTube channel, and if you follow me here, I'd very much appreciate that. I don't have a lot of subscribers at the moment on my YouTube, and not a lot of comments. I think I might have said that already in this video. I'm getting myself totally turned around because I made a video prior to this and it didn't turn out well, so I just scrapped it. But you know, if you want to follow me here, I'm going to be very, very active, or not. I wouldn't say very active, but I will probably be more active. I am actually more active currently on YouTube than I am on Twitch, because it's just easier. I can make a video any time of the day, anytime I have the free time to do so, and then I can I don't even have to upload it that day. I can upload it the next day, or I can render it not, 3 days later, render it and then upload it, or you just whatever. You can do it whenever you want. And I want to be more consistent at it. So I think I'm going to start doing batch uploads. I'm going to start recording more stuff at one time, and then batch uploading it and batch rendering it, etc. So, that's kind of some things that I'm going to be working on, but I can definitely be more active on my YouTube than I can on my Twitch. It's way, way easier. And I know not all of you like to even watch YouTube in the first place, but I look at it like, just watching a Twitch archive. But that's going to be some things that happen here going further. The honest truth is that in terms of Final Fantasy speedruns, the most likely thing that I will be learning other than Final Fantasy X is something like Final Fantasy 13, or maybe I'll go back to 12. But I just don't have a lot of time anymore these days to sink into very, very long speedruns like that, unfortunately. It is unfortunate, but I just don't. And the reason mostly is because now I work a solid 40 hours a week. I'm no longer working part-time, which is beneficial to you guys and myself because I have solid days off, which is Sundays and Mondays. But even still, with those 2 days off, I still find myself jam-packed with a whole bunch of stuff that I do other than gaming. So, it kind of, you kind of have to just compromise, I guess, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So, I hope you guys enjoy the content that's going to be coming up, and as I said in the beginning of this video, I really appreciate your guys' support and your viewership and the friendships that I've developed in my time streaming. It's amazing to be able to connect with people from a completely different side of the world. That just really baffles me and is mind-boggling beyond belief for myself. So that's going to be how things progress going forward. Not really a whole much of a change, honestly, for you guys. You guys will still get to see me. Nothing much is really changing. We're just going to be adding some content, and that's it. I guess that's going to be it for this video. We're about 16 minutes in, so I think that's a good place to stop. I think this is a binary star system, man. Like a really, really, really close binary star system. Either that or those are... No, that's a wake drive. That's a flame shift, or a frame shift wake drive. Wake field, actually. Morgor 3 is a planet of some sort. It's very, very bright. But yeah, that's going to be kind of like all there is to say about that, I guess, you would say. I do hope that you guys enjoy the content that I'm going to be releasing. I know I sure as hell am. But with that being said, this is going to be the end of the video here, and if I'm going to go back and listen to this. If I feel that I missed something, I will edit it back in to the after the post video editing. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the video here, and hopefully I will see you guys this weekend. But if not because of the internet issues, I think they've resolved themselves. But if not because of that or other stuff, I may see you guys along the lines of next weekend, or potentially sometime during the week, if I come back and I do some of the shorter speed runs, as I mentioned. But in any case, guys, you guys have a good weekend if I don't see you, and happy holidays to everyone. Tomahawk out.